Gaslighting. Wow, how do you know if you're being gaslit? Because here's the thing, right? Gaslighting isn't about something that only happens in toxic relationships, right? It shows up in the boardroom, it shows up in the relationship with your boss, in your team, in your friendships, and even how we talk to ourselves as well, okay? And the scary part is that most people don't realize it's happening until the damage is already done. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 stages of gaslighting, how to spot them, and how to stop giving away your power. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, we tend to think that gaslighting is just lying, but actually it's more dangerous than that, because it's about reality distortion. It's when someone convinces you that your version of events or your feelings or even your memories are wrong, okay? And over time, the result of that is that you stop trusting your gut, you start second guessing your emotions, all your decisions, you lose your internal compass, and that is the real damage, not the conflict with the individual, but the confusion with yourself, which starts to impact on your confidence, right? And I've actually seen this close up, and I was subject to a potential gaslighting situation quite recently, actually, but I see it in my coaching clients, I see it in leadership roles in the past, and I see it deep within corporate cultures as well. I've been in meetings where certain language gets used, that conversation didn't happen, or you're overreacting, or it wasn't said like that, or they're just being too sensitive. And as a result, you start to wonder, am I imagining all this? Am I wide of the mark here? And the answer is usually no. But that seed of doubt, when it's planted over and over, can be dangerous, okay? And that's the trap. And if you break it down, you can see exactly how it works, right? According to Dr. Julie Smith, there are 3 stages of gaslighting that you need to look out for. The first one is a denial of your reality, okay? So it's not just a disagreement with your view, it's about someone trying to erase it completely. You know, they might use language like that never happened, or you're wrong for even feeling that way, or you've made that up, okay? It's not just a difference of opinion, it's an emotional sabotage. The second thing is that they are likely to attack your character. Might not be aggressive, okay? It might be subtle, but this isn't about you just being wrong. You're now the problem, okay? You know, you sure you're not just being paranoid? Are you being dramatic? Or are you imagining things? Or even, are you crazy? You know, this is not a debate. It's a complete deflection onto you as an individual, and it's designed to put you on the back foot. Okay, the third thing is the repetition of this behaviour over time, okay? It could, you know, one-off conflict is cool. Okay, that's just life and it's going to happen anyway. More so the more senior you get in any organisation, okay? But when the pattern starts to repeat itself with the same individuals, when every disagreement turns into a rewrite of reality and a rewrite of your personal experience, that's when it can start to chip away at your self-trust, okay? Because you might then you might stop pushing back, or stop speaking up, or even start depending on them to tell you what's real and what's not. And that is the cycle, okay? And the thing is, healthy relationships should build confidence, not destroy it. Whereas gaslighting creates a dependence. It makes you doubt your own mind, and it makes you easier to control, okay? And that's why spotting it early is everything. So what can you do about it? Well, the first thing that you can do is name it. Write down exactly what was said, how it made you feel, because gaslighting thrives in ambiguity, and your notes can bring some clarity to this. The second thing is to trust your gut, because your emotions are not a weakness, okay? They're a data point, and your subconscious mind stores a lot of information, and it sends a lot of signals to your conscious mind, and this is a call to action, so use it to your advantage, all right? And the third thing you can do is set boundaries. Small uses of powerful language can be really, really important. So that's not how I experienced it. It's really, really powerful. You don't need to agree with your truth or their truth. You just need to stop abandoning your own truth, okay? The worst thing about all of this is often the people who engage in this type of behavior are simply acting in self-preservation mode, okay? So they don't even realize that they're gaslighting. And if the gaslight is coming from inside of your own head, you know, that inner critic is telling you maybe that, you know, you're too much, or that you're not enough, or you're always screwing things up. That voice needs challenging just as much as the external ones as well, because self-trust is everything. when it comes to building confidence. Okay, and inside of On2, this is exactly what we do. We help high performers, high achievers reset their identity, rebuild confidence, rise into leadership without second guessing themselves, because you can't lead with clarity if you're doubting your own mind. Okay, if this resonated, it could be the signal for you to start listening to yourself again. Start listening to yourself, not the critics, not the gaslighters, to you. And if you want to find more about the work that we do inside of On2, link in the description. You can send me a DM. And meanwhile, I'll see you in the next one.